Recording, okay. Yeah, live on Facebook, we can live. So we have holidays from Monday here for us. So
Mataji, I got to know that I have to go to school on Monday, and then my break it's until um the 1st.
Oh, only Monday you're going to go school, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, for us, because we did not have like lot of holidays you guys got, we did not get it. So for us all here from Monday we are starting, and we will have open schools on December 2nd.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, so mostly same thing like for Bhakti Sangha classes also we will be giving the same holidays, because most of our teachers are from the same zone, and all our teacher kids also have the holidays same time, so mostly will be doing the same thing. I will be giving holidays from Monday to December 2nd. December 2nd will be opening again. Like how the school open on December 2nd, you have to go to school, the same way we'll do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I go to school on December 2nd.
Oh, good.
So basically this is
Yeah, we
one day.
also go to school on December 2nd.
Yeah, basically this is 1 day difference.
Yeah, one day. Only Monday you are going extra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are not going on Monday. That's the only change, yes. Yes, who else joined? Livan, right?
Yes, Mataji, I'm changing my name right now.
Oh, you're chanting?
I'm changing my name.
Oh, you're changing the name. Okay. Nice. So how is everything, Param? How is everything? How is middle school?
It's good, Mataji.
It's good. Very nice. Nice to know that.
We have like a club science Olympiad, and then
Mhm.
there was like 70 kids who signed up. Over like 70, and then we had a quiz.
Mm.
So then today was the first meeting for those who got in. So then I went for
Mm.
the meeting.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
So Matadi, it goes like in state level, and then
Mhm.
if your team scores a lot, you have to go to a different place in the US for national.
Mhm. Mhm.
So today was the first meeting.
ఒక్క నిమిషం నాన్న నేను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నా. Let me send this link to the everyone, so everyone also gets to open in a new tab. Open in a new tab. Open in a new tab. Okay. This one we're gonna close it. Okay, let me share this link in the WhatsApp, and then how many of you joined? Okay. Can you start chanting, Param? It's 5 minutes past.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Oh,
Hare
Mataji
Rama.
came. Okay, I did not see you. Sorry, Mataji.
No problem, Mataji. Let's start.
You just joined, Mataji?
No, it's been a while.
Oh, you were not talking, Mataji. I was in that different window.
No problem. You all were talking, so I didn't want to interrupt. It's okay, Mataji. Yep. I have the rights. Hare Krishna, kids.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
All right. All right, kids. First of all, welcome to today's class. Let's get started with our class, and you know the drill. We're going to start with the prayers that's on your screen, and then we will talk about today's content. So let's start, and we're going to do these prayers together, okay? So let's start. Okay. Om
Om
Jnanatimirandasya
Jnananjanasalakaya
Lakshmi
Chakshurmilitam
Unmilitam
Yena
Yena
Tasmai Shri
Tasmai Shri
Gurave
Gurave
Namaha
Namaha
Namayo
Namo
Vishnupadaya
Padaya
Krishna
Krishna
Prasthaya
Prasthaya
Bhutale
Bhutale
Bhakti
Srimati
Vedanta Swami
Bhaktivedanta
Nityanaya
Swami
Namaste
Nityanaya
Saraswati Deve
Namaste Saraswati
Gauravani
Devi
Pracharine
Bharani Pracharani
Nirvishesha
Nirvishesha
Shunyavadi
Shunyavadi Pashachya
Pashadeshatarine
Deshatarine
Jaya
Jai
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Prabhu
Prabhu
Nityananda
Nityananda
Gita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta
Dayada
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama Hare Hare
All right, that was awesome, kids. So let's start with our today's content. Now, before, as you already know, right? Before we start with today's class, I definitely would like to hear from you all. What did you learn in yesterday's class, so that you know what the connection is between yesterday's and today's class? So, who can explain what happened yesterday? Anybody remembers?
Mataji.
Yes.
So Mataji, like yesterday, we learned about the Puranjana and how the Kala Kanya was like coming and attacking and was the daughter of the demigod named Chitraveda, but I forgot them.
Yeah.
And then she attacked the city.
Okay. That is true. Anybody else wants to add anything? Thank you. Anybody else want to add anything at all? No? All right, yeah. So pretty much you summarized really well. And that is what has happened in yesterday's call. Now we're going to continue from today, right? So today we are talking about some of the story. But kids, one thing to pay attention to is that, you know what we're going to do for activity today? Your favorite thing.
Mataji Kahoot.
Yes, right, Girdhari. So we're going to do Kahoot today, and Kahoot is going to be from today's class, right? So pay attention so that you can play well in Kahoot. All right, so let's start. So today's the content that we're going to talk about today actually focuses on the thoughts at the time of death. Do you think it is important? What is the importance of thinking right when it's time to die? Why it is important to have certain thoughts at the time of death? Anybody knows? I mean, why is it important? Why are we even talking about having some kind of thoughts at the time of death? What's the relevance?
Because Mataji, it's
our
a
last word.
it's a good reminder that we know and learn, like not learn and not learn and know, but like it's very important to understand, like if the time of death, if we like die, then we have to like remember how much we utilize the time for Krishna service and like devotee like association.
And remember how much we surrendered unto Krishna over our life.
And also we have to
lifespan.
understand how much time we have.
Yes, Mataji.
Exactly. Wonderful. Thank you. Anybody else? Any other thoughts? Other kids? Nothing? Anyways, Shubhra Girdhari, you hit the nail. Absolutely. The importance of having the right thoughts in our mind at the time of death is extremely important. And that is why, in preparation to that time, we prepare the whole life, right? The whole life, we do the austerities, we do our japas, we do everything that we can so that we remember Krishna's name at the time of death. Now, it is very important. And you all would have heard a lot of stories about it that somebody took Krishna's name because his son's name was Krishna, and then he got moksha and he went back to the Godhead. So Krishna's name itself is so powerful. And that is why it is important to remember Krishna at the time of death. And that is why today's topic is all about that. So you have already explained what actually happened in yesterday's story. Now we're going to continue from that. Yes, the attack happened on Puranjana. Now Puranjana is in a bad situation because he's been attacked. Like everything is going haywire, everything is going wrong. There's nothing he can do. So all the people that you mentioned that attacked their kingdom did attack, and being embarrassed by I written it wrong. Being embarrassed by Kalankaya, Puranjana underwent great pain and gradually lost his beauty. So if somebody is being humiliated by someone, right? So you are not in the right state of mind, and that exactly happened to Puranjana as well. He was badly humiliated by Kalankya. So he went in great pain and actually lost his beauty. Even against his desire, he was being forced to leave the city, which was smashed by Kalankya, uh, the Gandharvas, and Yavanas, right? So even though he did not want to, the whole story of how he built this place, he was married and all that kind of stuff. Now he did not want to leave his place, but he was forced to leave the city, which he did not want to. Why? Because he was smashed by Kalankya, Gandharvas, and Yavana. He had no choice. He had to leave. So Prajarva set fire to the city, and Puranjana, along with his wives, citizens, and family, suffered the heat, right? So even his city was set to fire, and then, there's heat all around the place, there's fire all around the place, and he was really suffering. And his family was completely suffering because of the heat, because of the fire around the place. And troubled beyond relief, the city's superintendent, the five-hooded serpent, wished to leave the city. Now, finally, and you would have read about this five-hooded serpent as well in yesterday's story or day before yesterday's story. He was kind of a protector of the city, but who's a superintendent. Finally, the serpent, who's the superintendent of the city, found no other way out and decided to leave the city. Helpless Puranjana lamented about his wives and children. So Puranjan is lamenting about everybody. He's losing everybody, and he's really literally lamenting about that. Bhaya approached to arrest him as soon as the snake left the city. The city was dismantled. So now the superintendent, who is actually taking care of a lot of safety, taking care of the safety of the kingdom, and which is that five-hooded serpent. When the serpent left, the city was helpless. Now there's nobody to protect the city. So the Bhaya approached Puranjana to arrest him, and the city was going downhill because the serpent had already left. The Yavanas forcefully dragged Puranjana. So they were literally humiliating him. So they forcefully dragged Puranjana. Being in ignorance, he couldn't remember his friend Avijanta, his eternal friend and well-wisher. So now you see, all his life, he has been killing animals for various sacrifices. He has done all sorts of wrong deeds. Now, at the time of death, which he could see in front of him, where he's being humiliated, he's going to be killed, he can see that clearly. He was in such a big ignorance that he could not even think of his friend, Avijanta, who is his eternal friend and well-wisher. He just could not think. So that is why we were talking about in the beginning, right? thoughts at the time of death are so important. And this guy just couldn't think of anything good at that time. He was just lamenting, and he was, in that humiliation mode. He was feeling humiliated. Now, because Puranjana had earlier killed so many animals in various sacrifices, those animals began to pierce him with their horns like axes. Thus, he died remembering his wife. So, as you were talking about, he did kill a lot of animals for the various sacrifices. So at the time of his death, all these animals also gathered, and they started poking him with their horns. And the horns are like sharp, right? So they were feeling. It felt like that he's being pierced with the axes. Axis very sharp, so he just felt that kind of sharpness in his body. Ultimately, he died. But what happened at the time of his death? Also, he was remembering his wife, right? He was very fond of his wife, as we have always. I do not know if you guys have read that in last couple of class about how he got married and everything. But yeah, at the time of his death, also the only thing he was remembering was his wife, which was the wrong thing. So today's moral says that the thoughts at the time of death, depending upon the activities during one's lifetime, and the next life depends upon one's thought at the time of death, right? So it's all, yeah. So initially, when we started with this class, right, the one thing we talked about is we we do all the we follow the celibacy, or we what is that? We remember Krishna's name all through our life. We do all this. Why we do all this? Because so that at the time of death, we remember only Krishna's name. That is why we practice that all through our life. There's no way out. And that because we follow that all through our life, at the time of death, we remember Krishna's name. So what we remember at the time of our death, that will create our next life. So everything is so connected. We cannot say that, oh, whatever I've done in this life, that is all is going to stay with me in this. That's going to stay with me only in this life. Who has seen the next birth? I do not know about the next birth, and I'm going to be a new person in the next birth. No, it's all about, what you do. So everything that you do in your current life at the time of death that haunts you, that is what you start remembering, right? People will start remembering their kids, their luxuries, their money, their properties, and whatnot. But instead of that, if you remember Krishna's name all through your life, that is what you will remember. You will remember at the time of your death also. And then you probably get salvation, or at least your next birth would be such that it starts with Krishna's name only, right? So you already have the advantage, just because the last thing that you thought when you're dying is about Krishna. So, all right, kid, this is where we end today's story. So, anything that you want to share from what we learned today? Anything, any thoughts that you have? Kabir, let's start with you.
So that it's like if you die, if someone dies, then they will become into that person, whatever they done.
Hmm.
And this will always continue. And it's and also that but though if you think of Krishna, then you will go to Krishna conscious. That is one thing.
Yeah. Thank you, Kabir. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, you're so right about that. Anybody else? Anything before we move on?
Mataji, I have a question. So
Huh.
is this story in the Srimad Bhagavatam?
So it's a part of Srimad Bhagavatam, yes. And if you just try to search in our scriptures, you can definitely read the story in detail also. And Bhagavad Pravaha that we are reading today, these days, right? It's a little concise form of our Srimad Bhagavatam, which is 10 cantos, right? So this is a concise form, and that is why it's not very detailed, but you will see the detailed story of this in Srimad Bhagavatam as well. All right, anybody else, kids? Any other question? Any other realization?
I wasn't here, so for
Hmm.
last.
Oh, you did not. Okay. All right, kids, let's move on. But yeah, today's story had definitely had a very good message. Remember that, right? The thoughts at the time of death depends upon the activities during one's lifetime. And the next life depends on the thoughts at the time of death. Very important message. We always have to remember. All right, with that, let's play Kahoot. Okay, let's see what we can do. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing so that am I sharing my screen? Oh no. Okay, now.
No.
No, right. Let me share. And I think you all need the link of Kahoot, so let us do that. Okay. Give me a second, kids. I don't do Kahoot very often, so wait a minute.
What was the
Wait.
Mataji, what's the pin for the Kahoot?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you, just give me a second. Just 1 second. Hmm. It's live, okay? Give me a second.
Where's the pin? This is a long time.
Yes, it's a long time. That is why it's taking time to generate a pin.
Tell me when
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna post it in the group.
Why, Mataji? Why can't you share the screen?
Oh, am I not sharing?
No, we can't see that, Mataji.
Okay, wait. So I'm gonna do it now. I'm not very good with Kahoot. It's just once in a while kind of a thing for me.
That's
Okay.
okay, Mataji. If we do every week, we will get used to it.
Yeah, no, I do it once in a while, and every time I do it, it's again, I forget what I did last time. All right. Everybody can see the pin. I posted it in the chat as well.
Yes,
Let's
Mataji, now we can see that.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody join and then we can start. I only see 2 kids so far. All right, let's start. Okay, 4. Did everybody join?
No, Mataji.
Don't think so.
Mataji, I got one number wrong, so.
Okay, no, never mind. Take your time. Okay.
Hello.
There are 2 new kids. Vandana's iPhone. May I know who is the kid? What is the kid name?
Myra Sai. She's
Okay,
Myra.
Myra.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Myra.
joined.
Welcome.
Just he joined.
Yeah, I saw you just now. You joined. How old is your daughter, Mataji?
6 years.
6 years old. Very nice. Welcome. Who gave you the details of the group, Mataji?
I'm already in groups. I'm already in other groups. So in kids groups, I joined my kid.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Thank you for being there, Mataji. And one more new
And
name, Neeraja.
Neeraja is my cousin actually. She also
Oh,
joined. I told her no. She also joined.
Yes, yeah.
okay, nice, nice.
Okay,
She also
they
have a kids, Mataji.
Yeah. She has a kid, same 6 years old girl.
Okay, very nice. Please do join us regularly, Mataji. We have these classes for all age groups. We do interact with the children according to their age, so they will learn so many nice things about Krishna here.
Oh, okay.
Sure,
Thank
definitely,
you, thank you
definitely.
Mataji,
for joining.
you can reach out to any Matajis for more information on that.
Yes, yes.
But for now, Mataji, are your kids joining the Kahoot?
Mataji, I think they just came into the class.
So they
Maybe
wouldn't
they
know.
can.
Okay,
Yeah, they
Shubhadra
just
Girdhari, how
joined.
about you?
Mommy, is everybody in? No more
One
I
people.
second,
think
Mataji. There
I
should
think
be
let's just
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 kids at least should come.
I only see 5. Shubhadra
Oh,
Girdhari, are you kids joining?
they joined. Who missing is
Param.
I Mike.
Okay. Oh,
Who?
SNG is Shubhadra Girdhari, okay.
Yes, yes.
Param.
I Mike. Who is the child here? There is a name called I Mike. Of the child name. Okay, Mataji. If that is not a child, then we have only 5 kids
I
for
think
today.
let's just start.
Wait, where's Param though? Param.
All right, kids, let's start.
Hello.
All right. So today's Kahoot is all about thoughts at the time of death. Okay, the very first one. Being embarrassed by whom Puranjana underwent great pain and gradually lost his beauty. Who did the embarrassing things to Puranjana? Okay, let's go next. Okay, next question, kids. It's a multi-select question. Who smashed the city of Puranjana? It's a multi-select. All right. The correct answers, you know, right? It's not humans, but it's rest 3. All right, let's move on. The next question. Who set fire to the city? All right. And the correct answer is, anybody knows? Chalo, we'll see that later. Who is the city's superintendent? All right, the right answer is five-hooded serpent. Okay, the next question. Who forcefully dragged Puranjana? All right, looks like all of you got it right. Yavanas. All right, next question. Who is Puranjana's eternal friend and well-wisher? All right, looks like you all did it right here as well. Is Avijanata. Right, last question of the day. Because Dash had earlier killed many animals, those animals began to pierce him with their horns like axes. And that's the last question for today. All right, the right answer is Puranjana. He is the one who pierced the animals, right? Did not pierce the animals, sorry. He is the one who killed the animals. It's funny how it shows. All right. Looks like Shubhadra and Giridhari did really good. All right, so great try, kids. I think you all did really well. You just would have missed one question here and there, but most of you did really good. So,
Mataji, can you view summary?
yes.
Mataji, can we do the Kahoot again?
Again,
Yeah, because Mataji, because everyone's gonna do it fast.
hmm.
Yeah.
View full
It's not
report.
the-
It's up there.
It's not the summary. Where?
View full report.
View
It
full
says,
report.
yeah,
Oh gosh, thank you.
view report. Players, it's up there.
Yes. Yeah, you see, some of
Giri got all of them correct.
yeah, Superdari. Yeah, they did. But you did not, all of you are doing pretty good. Everybody's more than 50%, which is good. You know, these names are kind of mixing with each other. So it's slightly, confusing. I wouldn't say complicated, it's confusing, but you all did really, really good.
Yay.
Very well done, kids.
Yay.
All right, I think this is all I had for today. It's a shorter class.
Mataji, can we do it again?
We won't do it again. We only do it once, right? But
Mataji, can we do a Brookit or a Kahoot? Another?
From before.
The past.
Yeah.
what was that? Say that again.
Can we do a Kahoot from before?
From before, the one we did today?
No, Mataji, from like previous class.
Yeah, previous we can do today, right? Today's class Kahoot was different from previous, so we cannot do that. Because that's all related to today's class, so it's just be today's class. But yeah, I think this is it. Do you kids have any questions or anything from today's class that you want to talk about? Anything that you want to discuss in today's class?
No.
No, Mataji.
Good. Let's remember the message that this class had today about remembering Krishna's name all the time. With that, we will wrap up with today's class, a shorter class though, but let's wrap up.
Mataji, I
Yes.
thought we can do a moral story.
Oh,
Mataji, today's class is already over.
yeah, it's a short class today.
So
And in
Mataji,
next class, I can add some stories for you, okay? Yeah.
if today it's Kahoot day, so Mataji, because today's Kahoot was really small, can we play another one?
Yeah, I don't have, that's what I'm saying. Kahoot wouldn't just appear like that, right? We have to prepare Kahoot. So
I can.
whatever we had, that's what.
I think I can make a Kahoot.
All right, kids, let's wrap up today's class with Sri Vaishnav Pranam Mantra. It's on your screen. We're going to do that together and we'll meet in the next class soon. All right. Vanchakalpalubhyascha kripasindhubhyo
Sindobae,
vacha
Badabaditana,
Patanam
Babaya,
pavanebhyo
Nama, Nama, Nalagadi Bashamina, Vija, Shilabhupari, Mataji, Mataji, Laxmi, Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji,
Hare Krishna Mataji, number 12.
Thank you,
All
Mataji.
right, kids,
Ending
thank
the
you for
call.
joining today and we will see you in the next class. All right, until then, keep learning. Hare Krishna.